Hello, today is going to be a bit of a different video. I'm just going to talk about a new project that I'm starting on. If you've watched my channel before, you may have seen that I am interested in learning Spanish, and that's been a really fun hobby and something that I'll carry on working on for months and years to come. But another thing that I enjoy doing side projects in is software development, and I'm influenced by books a lot. I enjoy reading. I enjoy poking around in software books. I enjoy manuals and things to figure things out. So um, in my day job, I write Python. So this would be the kind of book that helps me actually do work. But the kind of stuff that I want to do for this project is completely different. Will not have a huge benefit to my work. Maybe no benefit at all. I'm not sure. Hopefully some. But what I want to do is write a C compiler. So the C programming language is somewhat of an iconic language. It's at the base of a lot of software on computers today. So it's the language that's used to write Python, the language that I use, and it's used to write the Linux and Unix operating systems, for example. So it's a hugely influential language and something that I find really interesting. But very few people are actually writing Python directly these days, unless they're working on operating systems or embedded systems or things like that. Normal software developers don't get a chance to write much Python. So over the last few years, a lot of the programming that I've done as hobby stuff has been algorithm problems or software projects to help me with job hunting and upskilling to become a decent software developer. But I really feel like changing pace now and focusing more on things that I really enjoy. And for me, it brings out the enjoyment of why I do this in the first place. So I've always been sort of a hardware guy. I in terms of computers anyway, I really like knowing how the machine works. Books like this are the kind of thing that I really enjoy. Talking about how this particular one talks about how the CPU works, and I have another simpler one. This one is really simple if you have no idea about computers. Walking through how computers work, but in writing an operating system, I need to learn some really low-level stuff. So, learning some assembly language to help me write the language. So essentially, when you're writing a compiler, I assume if you're still watching this video by now, you probably know a little bit about what it involves to write a compiler. But essentially, you're taking a language like C or whatever programming language and writing a program that turns it into code that the machine can read. It turns it into a binary file. So if you're on Windows, that would be an exe typically. On Linux, which is where I'll be working, it's an ELF file, and it's the kind of file that if you open it, it's all squiggly lines. Doesn't make any sense to a human, but essentially that's formatting a file in the ones and zeros that the computer can understand. So probably the main book that I'll be spending time with is the big compilers book. I have read fair bits of this book already, but always over time that I didn't have time to sit down and write a compiler. So It's been a long time since I've written any C, so I'm almost starting from scratch with C. So a lot of my early stuff will be very doodle-ish as I get basics to work. I just want to play around with pointers and opening files and handling memory and pointers and things like that. And slowly but surely, I want to build up subsets of the language. I don't want to write a full end-to-end compiler. I'll see how far I go depending on how long I stick with this project. But for me, it's more about reading these books and slowly chipping away at the project. So I will make some videos. I'm not sure if they're going to be sort of tutorial style, because it's something that I would enjoy doing. Not to say that I'm an expert. I'm the opposite. I just want to share my journey as I venture into it. So I have got a GitHub repo, which I'll share in the link below. And so if you're interested in compilers or want to give me some pointers and stuff, you're welcome to have a look at that and let me know what you think. So far there's not much there, a few doodles, but I'll be posting on a fairly regular basis, depending on how much time I have to dedicate to this. So that's all I want to talk about today, but you can expect some more videos like this. If there's not the kind of thing that you were interested in, I'll certainly talk about my Spanish journey from time to time as I hit milestones or come up with interesting things. But this is something that I enjoy talking about. It's something that I enjoy learning about, and so I want to share my journey as I pick at this. Thank you for watching.